Hey y'all, it's Julie's nursing tutor. I got some more IV push calculations. I know you're pumped, calm down. Okay, so I hope you can see this. It says, Versed, 1 milligram IV push. And you have Versed 5 milligrams per milliliter. And then you got to dilute the medication in normal saline to a total volume of 4 milliliters. So let's just do that. Let's see how much we got to pull out. So what Mr. Main wants is 1 milligram. And what we have in our hand is 5 milligrams. How's that come? Per 1 milliliter. And then we're going to do that math. This fraction says that divided by that times that. Here we go. 1 divided by 5 equals. So we're going to have to pull 0.2 milliliters out of that vial. Okay, and then we got to dilute it, and add to where it's a total of 4. So you know what we're going to do. We're going to take 4 milliliters, and we're going to subtract the 0.2 milliliters we have, and that's going to tell us how many milliliters of saline we got to add. So we're going 4 minus 0.2 equals. So we need to add 3.8 milliliters of normal saline to have a total of 4 milliliters in the syringe. So how many milliliters of saline are you going to do? Look, we're going to give 3.8. And if the total that we have is 4 milliliters and we got to administer it over 2 minutes, then we're going to take 4 and divide it by 2. And it'll tell you 4 divided by 2 equals, you got to give 2 milliliters per minute. You like it. You like it, I can tell. All right, let's do another one. So this one says, Lanoxin 0.125 milligrams IV push. And what you got is digoxin or Lanoxin 0.5 milligrams per milliliter. So, and then you got to dilute the medication with normal saline until you got 5 milliliters. So let's just figure out what we're pulling out of that vial. What Mr. Man wants is 0.125 milligrams. And what we have in our hand is milligrams, because I got to have the same last name to go in the fraction, is 0.5 milligrams. How's that come? Per 1 ml. And then we're going to do this math. This divided by that. 0.125 divided by 0.5 equals. And that's going to be 0.225. And that 5 is going to make that 2 a 3. So it'll be 0.2. Let me see. What we're pulling out is 0.2, because that 5 will make that a 3, but that's not going to do anything else. So out of the vial, we're pulling 0.2 milliliters. And then we got to add enough normal saline to make it 5 milliliters. So we're going to take 5 milliliters minus 0.2 milliliters. I know the answers are right there, but if you can't get them, it don't matter. So let's practice. And we're going to do 5 minus 0.2. You see that? So we got to add 4.8 milliliters, and we saved him. Yeah, we did. So we got to add 4.8 to make a whole 5 milliliters, and then administer it over 5 minutes. So if you got 5 milliliters to go in over 5 minutes, that divided by that, you're going to give 1 milliliter per minute. You see that? Help them see it. Blink your eyes 3 times and then look again. Okay, and then here's the last one. I got one more set after this, but TikTok don't want them long, and they say y'all don't either. But anyway, so phenytoin 200 milligrams IV Push Stat. And what we got is phenytoin 250 milligrams in 5 milliliters. And we got to administer it undiluted at a rate of 50 milligrams a minute. So let's just stop right there. What he wants is 200 milligrams. What we have is 250 milligrams. How's that come? In 5 mLs. And then we're going to do the math. That divided by that, and then multiply it times 5. Okay, let's do it together. I'm doing it on the side. 200 divided by 250 equals times 5. So we got to pull 4 milliliters out the vial. Okay, so knowing this, in the syringe, we have 200 milligrams and 4 milliliters. So I want to know how many milligrams is in 1 milliliter. And so if we take the total milligrams and divide it by the milliliters, it'll tell us how many milligrams is in 1. So 200 divided by 4 is 50. So it's 50 milligrams per 1 ml. And so this says we got to give it undiluted at a rate of 50 milligrams a minute. So if we have 50 milligrams per milliliter and we got 4 milliliters, it's going to take 4 minutes. You see that? And the way to, when they say to administer it at a certain milligram rate, I mean, if this had been, I always divide the milliliters into the milligrams to see what 1 milligram is. Milliliter is. And then I can, calculate from there to the minimum. Help them, Lord. He gonna help y'all. And I appreciate y'all watching. I hope it helped. All right, I'll have one more set in a little bit, or in the day tomorrow. Bye.